Hey, Got That Funk. I share many of the same sentiments when it comes to uh, forms of music and basically artwork and presentation and all the things that go into making a good album. And I decided to pull out my vinyl collection and show everyone. It's not that big. I'll be able to get through it fairly quickly. Um, but but before that, you talked about going from CDs to digital medium, and as an engineer, it kind of frustrates me that we're going from lossless PCM waveform data, which is what you get on a CD, to three-layered MPEG codec. Um, and for those that don't know what I'm talking about, there's a lot of sounds that you're missing out on when you're listening to an MP3. Um, and a good way, a good way to kind of show this is listen to um, listen to The Fragile by Nine Inch Nails. Listen to it on CD, and then listen to it as MP3s, and you'll notice a significant difference. Some some things just don't translate over well. When you listen to the CD, it's lossless. All of the audio data is there, and then when you are listening to it on your iPod or iPhone, it loses some of the quality. And while I like the convenience of having an iPhone and listening to music on there, you're missing a good chunk of the sound. Now, let's get on to albums and artwork. I've arranged these in an order, so yeah. This is, of course, Glass Tiger, the Thin Red Line. Um, the front really doesn't show anything that's special about it, except you have kind of the motif there of the tiger stripes. But when you get to the back, you see the forest through the tiger stripes with a T, and you have, of course, the song list and the credits in that. Kind of, it kind of gives the band concept, or the name of the band, a visual concept, um, instead of actually the album, which is kind of a cool way of approaching it. This is, of course, Foreigner. People should recognize this album cover. Very simple, very simple, and a good album too. You have David Bowie, Hunky Dory. Um, I'm actually not a huge fan of doing this kind of like semi-life uh, art thing of an artist for an album cover, but it's fucking Bowie. Here's one you had in your video that everyone should recognize off the bat, so I'm not even going to say what it is, but now we're getting into more kind of abstract art uh, around here. This is Elvis Costello and the Attractions Armed Forces, which is just insane colors on the front, and on the back you have elephants, which kind of cool. I like it. This album is actually by my cousin's band uh, from a long time ago. Yeah, this was published in 1980, so 4 years before I was born. But this is One Horse Blue, Living on the Edge, and it's just kind of a watercolor, I guess, horse, and which is pretty awesome. The back has some very kind of subtle. You can't really see it, but it's got subtle subtle strokes in there that make it look like kind of dark horsehair with some highlights. Rolling Stones Goat Head Soup, um, which is really weird. I can't tell if Mick is distorted or if it's supposed to be like him looking through plastic, like when you push your face up against it. But um, but this one kind of works, especially for the sound of the album. This is a really good example of the art evoking the sound of the album, in my opinion. Again, another album that needs no introduction, The Wall, which I think is a very, very, very cheeky album cover. But inside, get little holes in there and some funky images happening in the back there. Now we're on to one of my favorite bands, REM. This is the cover of Document. I think, yeah, that's Michael Stipe holding an old kind of projector cam thingy. And on the back, you've got two naked guys kicking around a globe, which is really awesome. Chronic Town, REM's first EP, and a present that I got myself. This is probably my favorite find. It kind of feels weird holding this, and this is a gargoyle in Athens, Georgia, and it's all kind of, everything about this is kind of mono blue, and it just, I can't really explain, but just the still photograph, which I think was taken by Stipe himself, really sets it. And then you have what I like to call Evil Peter, which is awesome. All right, got two more left, two more vinyls left. Both by the same band. This is Moody Blues, Days of Future Past, which is a great album, and just like the cover, many colors and really kind of abstract sounds. This was recorded with the London Festival Orchestra. It of course includes the hit song by the Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin, but it is a great, great album, and again, a testament to how artwork can really define an album in its own right. And now one of my favorites, and I left a comment about this on your video, that I didn't notice this, but this is probably the best example of an abstract image, just setting the tone, setting the mood, with the color palette, with its simplicity, and also with its very elegant beauty. The Moody Blues, On the Threshold of a Dream. And this is album art, an album name, and the sound of the album working in perfect concert, in my opinion. If you haven't heard this album, pick it up, listen to it, get it on vinyl. Vinyl is really the only good way to experience, well, anything by the Moody Blues, really. Even though it's not as high quality as some of the stuff you can get when you digitally remaster, but still, like, awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. We need to bring back album covers in a big bad way. And one of the interesting things that I've seen done with digital medium is, again, bringing up Nine Inch Nails when Trent Reznor released The Slip. Every song had its own individual artwork, which I think was a brilliant touch. Anyway, coming up to the 10-minute mark, and we're going to end this when it ends itself. Otherwise, it's going to cut me off. So peace. Bye. Everyone have a wonderful day.